Peeps, I pray that all is well with you on today. Just sharing a brief message of encouragement because I know that many of you, like myself, have struggled in corporate America. There were a lot of days that I was picked on, that I just had bad leadership, or just had problems overall, and my experience would be really, really rough. But thank God for my parents. I'm just going to tell you about a conversation, how conversations used to go often with my dad. So something would happen at work. It would, it doesn't matter, the funny thing about work is that it doesn't matter how much money people make. You think the more money they make, the happy they'll be. That's a lie. I learned that was a lie real quick, And people often, whatever they're feeling, they project on you. So if they're feeling angry, bitter, jealous, whatever, it's always a projection on you in some way. And coworkers love to do that. And sometimes they love to taunt you because people love to feel like they can intimidate other people when they don't know who they are. So if they're hurting, all they have in their mind sometimes is to pass along that hurt and that pain. And I experienced a lot of it by being what people would call green. Being overly nice, overly kind, very loving, the kind of person that you had a flat tire, I'm the one that takes you home, after work, that kind of person. But I learned my lesson because my kindness was taken for weakness a lot of days in my life. But this is just a conversation that me and my dad would have. So randomly, I would be crying because somebody picked on me. And I would go to the bathroom, or I would go to what we call the breakout room, and I would call my dad, and I'd be like, Dad. I'd be like, Dad, Dad, they was picking on me again today, Dad. They was talking bad about me, Dad. They're talking about my weight, Dad. They talked about my wig, Lord, Dad. I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to quit this job. I don't think I'm going to make it. Dad, can you come and pick me up, please? He'd be like, girl, how old are you? 30. You 30 years old, crying in the bathroom. Who do you think you are? You need to get yourself together and figure out what you want to do with your life. Because let me tell you something. If you quit this job, I'm taking you right to the homeless shelter. You ain't coming home to me. You know why? Because you didn't fight. You didn't fight for your job. You didn't fight for your life. You sit there and you let them ugly people punk you out. How do you know that they're ugly? I know they're ugly because they treat you wrong. They're ugly. They got to be ugly because they jealous. I know it. I had to see them. Because they just ugly. Why else would they pick on you? If they was happy and it was beautiful, they wouldn't even say nothing to you, girl. They'd be happy for you, girl. They'd be treating you with kindness and loveness. But let me tell you something. If they hate themselves and they look in the mirror and they hate what they see, they're going to hate on you too. I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. I'm not going to quit my job, but things are getting kind of rough. I think I need to take a couple of weeks off work. Couple of weeks off work, girl. Who going to pay your rent? Can you help me with that? No, girl, no. Girl, you're crazy. Like I told you, if you quit that job, you're going straight to the homeless shelter. We take you in. We don't, Because let me tell you something. There's going to be another job. The people going to be ugly too. They're going to be treating you bad. And guess what? If you want to quit, you're going to be still homeless again. I'm not taking you in my house unless you fight. You better fight for your life. You better fight for your situation. I know, but it's just so hard. I told the supervisor. And I called HR, and I told the manager over the supervisor, nobody's helping me. They said there's nothing they can do. I just need to continue to document, girl, because let me tell you something. You better go to the EEOC. You better go to the news. You better go to somebody. You better go to your lawyer, and you better document. Let me tell you something. I want you to have so much documentation. When these people breathe, you better document it. When they breathe, you better write, Melissa breathed at 2:48 p.m. and I didn't like it. Document it, girl. I would have no choice but to break out laughing after I spoke with my dad. Even though he was giving me proper information, I would have no choice but to feel good after hearing that. Because he would let me know, okay, I can't quit my job. I need to pay my light bill. I need to pay my bills. So I can't just give up just because people are being mean to me. And then he would continue on. He'd be like, girl, let me tell you something. You got to know who you are and who you come from. And these people ain't ruling you. Let me tell you something. Are these people paying your rent? They paying your rent? No. No, but it's just so hard. I don't care how hard this girl, life is hard. People are crazy. They are nuts. But what are you going to do? You going to let them punk you out? Did I raise a punk? Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this real quick. Like, are you a punk? No. Then you know what you need to do? No, Dad. What do I need to do? What do you think I need to do to rectify this matter? What do you think I need to do? You need to wait till they all gathered in a circle. They all talking about something. It could just be coming from a meeting or something. They could just be coming from lunch. Whatever it is. And whoever been picking on you the longest, whoever the tallest, the strongest, and the biggest, you need to haul off and slap them. That's what my dad told me. I'm telling you the truth. That's what he said. You need to haul off and slap. Dad, I don't think that's appropriate because in the handbook on page 482, they said that we cannot haul off and slap anyone. Let me tell you something. If you don't haul off and slap them, you need to tell them something that they'll never forget and they won't mess with you again. Because let me tell you something. As long as they think you're scared of them, they're going to continue to bother you. They're going to continue to taunt you. And what you going to do? You're going to be calling me and then you're going to end up quitting. And you know what? I'm taking you right to the homeless shelter. Let me tell you something. We giving away your stuff. Whatever you got in that place. I don't care them big screen TVs, girl. We don't care nothing about that. We giving them right to the homeless shelter. And we taking you to another shelter. And let me tell you something. I ain't going to call you when you're in the shelter. Because I don't want nothing to do with you. Because my daughter shouldn't be in no shelter in the first place. But let me tell you something. If you give up on life because of some stupid people at work, you got a problem. And the problem is deeper than them. You need to get with yourself and figure out who you are and love on yourself. Because let me tell you something. In this life, woman. In this life, young lady. People are always going to be mean. They're always going to be disrespectful. But what you got to do, you got to rise above them. Because you let them take you out. You know what that means? You a punk. And we ain't raised no punks in the Johnson household. I don't remember raising a punk. I remember y'all growing up. And I don't remember saying none of my kids is punks. So you better get yourself together. You're right. You're right, Dad. You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. I need to get it together. Yeah, girl, get yourself together. Get yourself together and do something right with your life. And you know what? You need to get a better job. If you don't like them people, if you don't like that job, get a better job, girl. Let me tell you something. There ain't one job around here. There ain't two jobs around here. There ain't three. There's millions of jobs. Girl, you better figure something out in life. It's too short. Now, you at home, lonely, depressed, sad, because of what your coworker said to you on Friday. Here it is Saturday. You in the bed eating a bowl of ice cream. Matter of fact, you eating a whole gallon of ice cream because you got to control yourself. You know you need to lose a couple pounds. You know that, right? Let me tell you something. Figure out, look in the mirror. Tell yourself, I am beautiful. I am strong. And you go ahead on with your life, girl. Because let me tell you something. These people crazy. They're going to always be crazy. If they think they can rule you, they're going to rule you. But you got to show them whether it's a slap, whether it's a punch in the throat. You got to show them that you ain't no punk. And you got to move on with your life swiftly and professionally. And you know what? Get your resume together, girl. Apply for some other jobs. You ain't got to take that. My daughter, you are my daughter. Do you know who you are? Yeah, I think I know who I am. My name is Constance. Yeah, I believe. Yes, I know who I am. You better act like you know who you are. You my daughter. You ain't got to be working no job like that. Don't quit no job now. I'm telling you, you better do your resume. And you better figure it out. And then after that, young lady, then you find you another job and then you move on swiftly, professionally. Because you ain't got to be sad and depressed at no job. The moral of the story is, you don't have to be. If you're unhappy, if people are mistreating you at work, if your boss isn't being kind to you, then you're out of place. You need to be in a place of harmony in your life. You need to be somewhere where you are respected, where you're treated with dignity and kindness. Just a couple of tips that I know that will be a blessing. If you are in the workplace and you are being mistreated, first of all, you need to document everything that goes on. And then second of all, you need to contact your local EEOC. You need to go through the proper channels while you're doing this in conjunction. So go to your supervisor. If nothing takes place, go to your manager. If nothing takes place, go to HR. But all the time, document every incident. Document everything that's being said to you from management as well. Co-workers and management. Contact a lawyer. See if you have a case. And if the EEOC is not helping you, because a lot of times they help the companies because they're paid off, contact a personal lawyer and fight for your rights. But most of all, redo your resume and get out of there. You deserve to be at peace. God wants you in harmony. If you are a child of God and you are being obedient to the Lord, then you deserve peace in every area of your life. If you're being taunted at work, I know what it feels like to be picked on at work. I know what it feels like to be mistreated, to walk in fear and anxiety and depression every day. If you're struggling, pray, work on yourself, look at the opportunities that are around you. This may be an opportunity for you to become an entrepreneur. All my life, I wanted to become an entrepreneur. I knew I had talent, but I didn't know how I was going to do it. Now I'm starting to figure out things and work out plans so that I can one day just work for myself. Corporate America is difficult. And, you can make the best of it. You just have to have the right mindset. But please, beloved people, don't let these people rule your lives. Don't let them antagonize, control, and manipulate you when you go into work. You matter. You're important. So remember that you have options. I pray that this message is a blessing to you. Shalom.